Hey, what's up guys? You are watching Coursera Programming and today we'll be discussing NPTEL Week-8 Problem 1 and Problem 5. Let us start off with Problem 1. So what's the problem? Write a C program to find the HCF of four given numbers using a recursive function. Okay. First, we'll be starting the program off with by including the standard input output. Then we are initializing the function HCF. It's actually a recursive function. The HCF function is a recursive function. After the function is initialized, we are coming to the main. Here, first, a few of the variables that we'll be using in the program are already declared. Then we are taking the input as usual. Then the result, the final result is stored inside the variable result. Okay, so the value that is stored within result is coming from the HCF function. As you can see, the HCF function is calling itself twice within itself. See, HCF for A and B and HCF for C and D. First of all, the values of A and B are sent to the HCF function. Okay, here N1 and N2 until N2 becomes 0. It's recursing. Okay, as you can see, from within the function it's calling itself. Return HCF N2 and N1 ampersand 2 means the remainder that is left behind after dividing the number N1 by N2. It's only calling itself only when N2 is not equal to 0, or else means if N2 equals to 0, it will be returning N1. Okay, so if once it's coming to the else part, that means it is coming out of the recursion and it's called returning the value of n1. So n1 is coming here inside the first part. Then HCF function is again being called for C and for calculating the value, the result for C and D. Okay, it's coming here again. The function is performing its task and returning the value HCF for C and D. Then what is happening, that HCF is again being calculated for the results of HCF of A and B and for the result of HCF and C and D. Okay, and the final result is stored within the variable result. And as you can see, after that, normally the HCF is and the result is printed. Okay, so that is all about week 8 problem 1. Now we will be discussing about week 8 problem 5. If you are thinking about what about the rest of the problems, we'll be discussing them in the later videos. So this one's a bit tricky. It's asking to write a C program to print a triangle of prime numbers up to a given number of lines of the triangle. For example, it's given here. Suppose a user is entering 3. That means it's entering the number of lines that will be printed. For it's 2 here. Then the next prime numbers are 3 and 5, and the next 3 are 7, 11 and 13. Okay, you can see it's a general triangle pattern. First, it's again being started with a standard input output, okay, package. Then we are declaring and initializing a function prime number prime, as you can see, and from within prime we are declaring the parameters, that is int num. Okay, then what's happening is we are declaring the main function. In the main function I have initialized a variable named lines, and then we are taking the number of lines that is to be entered by the user. Then what we are doing, we are declaring a few variables. N equals to 2. I am putting n equals to 2 because the prime numbers start from 2 onwards. Okay, so we will be we have taken the initial value of n as 2. And C I have declared here. Well, C is not of any use. I've declared. Let's just, okay, ignore it. C has no use here. And then there is J. Okay, these are normal variables that I have declared here. Then I have started a loop, for loop, as you can see. It's starting from 1, and then it will continue till the number of lines is reached itself. Means if the user is entering 3, then the loop will run till I becomes 3. Okay, and inside that loop I have declared another loop, that is for j equals to 1, j less than equals to I, because as you can see, the number of elements in each row, you see, there is 1, there is 2, and it's 3. That means if I equals to 1, j is equals to 1. If I is equals to 2, you can see j, the second inner loop is printing two values. You can see, so I becomes 2, the value of j will be till I, that means 2. As you can see, after that, from within the loop, I have not incremented the value of j here, because until and unless we are actually finding a prime number, we will not be incrementing the value of j, because j is printing in the horizontal column, horizontal rows. Okay, then you can see, till if prime number n we are passing, then we have given a condition here, the prime, and we are calling the function prime. Okay, let's just go directly to the function prime here, the prime function, and we are sending the value of n. Okay, the value of n is coming here. Then we are checking for if the prime number that is sent here is prime or not. If it is prime, it will be returning 1, or else it will be returning 0. So if it's a prime number, then it will be printing that number, like 2, 3, or 5, and it will be incrementing the value of j, whether or not it's a prime number or not. I have to check for all the consecutive numbers. Okay, because 1, first it will check for 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and 6, and 7. But then j will only get incremented only if it's a prime number, because we have to print the number only which are prime in this pattern. So we are incrementing the value of j only inside this condition, only if the number that we are sending is a prime number. Then the value of n is being incremented here, and the loop ends here. This loop will continue its work until and unless it reaches I. Okay, then finally what we are doing, we are putting a line break, because after each row there will be a line break. Yeah, see, for 2, after it's done, after j reaches I, there will be a line break. That's why after this loop ends, I have put a line break command, and that will be the end. As you can see, it's 100. I will just show you. Okay, I'm submitting it, so you can just check. Yep, it's 2 out of 2. I will also show you for Week-8 Program 1. Submit. I'm sorry for the bad network. I'm extremely